Hello, everyone. I'm Siren Jag. I'm a makeup enthusiast and a commentator on the drama end of the true crime community here on YouTube. I'm also a panel hopper that I do part time music and comedy and anything else I like here on the platform. And tonight, for a special treat, you are getting the Christmas edition of the Heavy Drama stream. And I've done a few of these, so you know how this works. I have gathered snippets and bits from music and literature and television, movies, various sources. And I'm going to be giving these the heavy drama treatment, if you will, giving you the coldest read that I possibly can. Of course, since these are Christmas sources, that's going to be pretty difficult, but I'm giving it my best shot. And if I need some sort of break, whether it's for a drink or to blow my nose or anything like that, you're going to see this. Don't I look lovely? Uh, I thought so. So, without further ado, since this is pretty late at night, let's get this going. Let me get over to my screen. Since I do have to flip slides, I won't be able to see myself. So, as always, we'll just pray that I don't go off frame since I won't be able to fix it. So, here goes nothing, folks. And happy holidays. Hey, happy Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa. Yeah. Dashing to the mall. My nerves are starting to fray. Traffic's at a crawl. Kids screaming all the way. Wah, wah, wah. All this shopping is making me poor. There's no end in sight. Don't want to go to another store on this winter night. Oh, the holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Think I'm going grey. There's too much for me to do before Christmas Day. Hey, holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. My list is a mile long. It's no fun. I want to cry and sing this holiday song. I have 400 presents to wrap. Need to decorate the tree. My hubby is taking a nap while he leaves everything to me. Sent out my holiday card. Had to Photoshop on my son's face. Why is it so hard for us to all look in one place? Oh, the holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Another flight delay. Guess we'll have to sleep on a chair in the airport today. Hey, holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Please just be calm. I need more coffee that's really, really strong. Squeeze into my holiday dress. Head out to another party. Drink champers, I confess, so I had all my car key. My in-laws are coming to stay, but we don't have the room. Feel like I'm going cray-cray, headed to my tomb. Oh, the holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Time with family. There's too many people in this little house with me. Hey, holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Can't we get along? All this family fighting, it's so silly and so wrong. Can't stop stuffing my face with cake and cookies too. Need to clean up this place. What's a mom to do? Just want to make it to New Year so I can take a rest. I've had enough holiday cheer cause it's really just a whole lot of stress. Oh, the holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. Think I'm going grey. There's too much for me to do before Christmas Day. Hey, the holidays are hell. Holidays are hell. My list a mile long. It's no fun. I want to cry and sing this holiday song. Bells will be ringing the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone. I have no friends. My baby's gone to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, those Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, just as sure as the stars shine above. Yes, they do. This is Christmas. Christmas, my dear. The time of year to be with the one that you love. Then won't you tell me you'll never more roam Christmas and New Year's? Christmas and New Year's? We'll find you at home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain. I'll be happy that it's Christmas once again. Happy! Well, I guess. If I'm happy, I guess I'm the important one. You know George Armstrong, Custer, and Frank James and Zorro, Buffalo, Billy, Red Ryder, and Tonto. But do you recall the most famous cowboy of all? Randolph the bow-legged cowboy had a very shiny gun, and if you ever saw it, you would drop your pants and run. All of the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Randolph join in any poker games. Then one foggy Saturday night, the sheriff came to say, Randolph, with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight? Then how the cowboys loved him as they shouted out with glee, Randolph the bow-legged cowboy, you'll go down in history. Oh. I went looking for Christmas horror stories for you all, and I found something quite different. Oh, I was opening presents with my then boyfriend in front of his huge religious family. We had been together for some time, and we all thought he was going to propose to me. They all waited with bated breath while I opened the tiny envelope from him that he had put a lot of thought into. The envelope contained a gift certificate for laser mole removal. Never once had I expressed any interest in this. I couldn't decide whether to cry or laugh. We broke up shortly thereafter. Oh. Oh. Let's try another. Um, After my parents got divorced, they took us on the typical middle class, I'm sorry, we just separated vacation. The four of us, mom, dad, me, sibling, went to Disney World for Christmas. Mom and dad fought the whole time, and then dad lost 3-year-old sibling in the park. Sibling was missing for a good 20 minutes, and I think the only reason Mom didn't murder Dad was because we needed the extra body to search for the missing sibling. Fast forward 25 years, and Dad now takes his new family to Disney World for Christmas. Meanwhile, Mom, sibling, and I have never been back. Okay. Baby, I don't understand why we can't just hold on to each other's hands. This time might be the last. I fear, unless I make it all too clear, I need you so. Oh, take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. When we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings. Baby, I think tonight we can take what was wrong and make it right. Baby, it's all I know that your half of the flesh and blood makes me whole. I need you so. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. And when we hear the book of love, the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings. You've got to learn to fly, learn to live, love so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Yeah, yeah. Let us in. Let us in. Baby, it's all I know that you're half of the flesh and blood that makes me whole. Yeah, 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 yeah. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings. You got to learn to fly, learn to live, and love so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up for us and let us in. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Well, it's not all Christmas. You know, not sponsored. Oh, here we go again. Years ago, I was dating a guy for a few months when Christmas rolled around, so I splurged a bit and got him a GPS to help him find his way. Thoughtful, useful, but not too sentimental. It felt perfect for where the relationship was at the time. And he gave me an MMA magazine that had clearly been read. I do not like MMA, not even a little bit, nor have I ever expressed interest in MMA, not once. He, on the other hand, loved all things MMA. Trying to move on, I politely thanked him, set the magazine down, and refocused on the next gift. It was a DVD with the cellophane wrapper missing. He got a little quiet, then sheepishly volunteered. I got bored, so I watched the movie yesterday. I slowly responded. So, you got me a magazine because you wanted to read it, and then watched the movie you got for me because you were bored? His only response was, well, yeah, I guess so. We broke up a week later. Ooh. Oh. Oh, here we go. When I was a toddler, we were supposed to go to Savannah to visit my mom's family for Christmas. My dad said he couldn't go because he lost his wallet. It turned out that some prostitutes he had slept with took his money, identification cards, and all of the cocaine he'd been carrying. We ended up going to Georgia without him. Unsurprisingly, my parents are not together anymore and I'm estranged from my father. Oh, wow. Okay. When I said that Marvin the Martian was my only impression, I might have forgotten one. I Several years ago, I figured out that I could do the voice of one of the villagers in Monty Python on the Holy Grail. Not well, of course. But, so here goes nothing. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly, sweetly through the night, and the mountains in reply, echoing the brief delight. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song? Come to Bethlehem and see him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee, Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Still not sponsored. And I don't think that sponsorship's coming. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door. That's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see my hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. A hippopotamus is all I want. Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then teacher says a hippo is a vegetarian. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, the kind I saw this summer at the zoo. There's lots of room for him in our 2-car garage. I'd feed him there and wash him there and give him his massage. I can see me now on Christmas morning creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see my hippo hero standing there. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. no crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. Well, they do. They do. So, it wasn't my family, thank God, but one of my friends. Her uncle got caught cheating at the dinner table when his phone buzzed, and her aunt saw the incoming text. She started screaming and crying, throwing her dinner at him, etc. My friend dared to laugh, so then her aunt turned on her and started insulting her and telling her how she'd never get a man. So then the mom stands up and starts to yell, and the whole family gets involved. The aunt starts to insult everyone, calling them backstabbers and lowlifes, and then calls me an intruding bitch. I've never visited a friend over the holidays since. Oh my. Um, Growing up, we always went to my aunt and uncle's house for Christmas Eve dinner. It was usually a full house of about 35 people or more, all family. One Christmas Eve, we were all sitting down to dinner when my Aunt L, whose house it was, got into an argument with her sister, Aunt R. It escalated to the point where they were screaming at each other, and my sister, cousins, and I were being herded into the basement to go play or something. It ended when my other aunt, M, yelling that she was sick of the family drama and it was time to come clean. She announced that my oldest cousin was not the biological daughter of Aunt L, but was actually R's child. Apparently, when R got pregnant, she was too young and irresponsible to raise her, so L stepped in and took over. You could have heard a pin drop in that moment. Okay. I tried to read this once before. It was an abject failure. So now we're going with the idiomatic translation of address to a haggis. Nice seeing your honest, chubby face, great chieftain of the sausage race. Above them all you take your place, belly, tripe, or lynx. Well are you worthy of a grace as long as my arm. The groaning platter there you fill, your buttocks like a distant hill. Your pin would help to mend a mill in time of need. Well, through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife see rustic labor sharpen, and cut ye up with practiced skill, trenching your gushing entrails bright like any ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight, warm steaming rich. Then, spoon for spoon, they stretch and strive. Devil take the hindmost, on they drive, till all their well swollen bellies soon are tight as drums. Then old master, most likely to burst, thanks be Herns. Is there one that over his French ragout, or olio that would give pause to a sow, or fricassee that would make her spew with perfect loathing? Looks down with sneering, scornful view on such a dinner. Poor devil, see him over his trash, as feeble as a withered rush, his spindly leg a good whiplash, his fist a knit, through bloody flood or field to dash, a howling fit. But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread. Clap in his sturdy fist a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will cut like tops of thistle. Ye powers that make mankind your care, and dish them out their bill of fare. Old Scotland wants no watery ware that slops in bowls, but if you wish her grateful prayer, give her a haggis. Well, give her a haggis. A few years back, one of my siblings must have ticked my mother off, and with all the stress of the past couple of days, she just snapped and fully pushed the 3-meter Christmas tree over and took a saw to make tiny pieces out of it. True story, and that woman is 5'2". My grandmother went out to the garage to smoke after Christmas dinner and intentionally slammed her arm in the car door, breaking her wrist in the process. Why? She wanted to see if her pain medication was working. Needless to say, her experiment caused us to spend the rest of Christmas in the emergency room. Oh my. Santa, baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa, baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa, baby, a '54 convertible too, light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear. Santa, baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year, I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht. And really, that's not a lot. Been an angel all year. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with the duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line. Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing. A ring. I don't mean on the phone. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry, hurry, tonight. ah, 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 ah. I don't think they were talking about chimneys. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, ooh, yeah. Oh, what a lyricist. Oh, the snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home. The church bells in town are ringing in song, full of happy sounds. Baby, please come home. They're singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. 'Cause I remember when you were here and all the fun we had last year. Pretty lights on the tree. I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Baby, please come home. They're singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. 'Cause I remember when you were here and all the fun we had last year. If there was a way, I'd hold back this tear. But it's Christmas Day. Please, 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 please. Baby, please come home. Please. Christmas, baby, please come home. Christmas, baby, please come home. Christmas, baby, please come home. Christmas. Oh, yeah, yeah. I cannot deal with these background singers. I can't do it. I cannot do it. When I was 6, I was Mary in the nativity play at school and also Mary in Sunday school play. I had a little belly and was panic stricken that I was going to give birth to Jesus on Christmas Day. I went to bed on Christmas Eve with several pairs of knickers on. Had an older sister, so knew how babies are born. And was so scared I was going to give birth, I thought the baby wouldn't be able to get out with the extra knickers. The next day, my parents noticed I wasn't my normal happy self on this special day. I finally told them what I thought was about to happen, and they reassured me I wasn't the real Mary and mother of Jesus. It happened. But then that play happened, and 6-year-old gives birth to second coming. Well, my wife and I are celebrating our first Christmas together. Last year, I was overseas and couldn't be home, so this year we went to her mother's for to spend the night. Her mom asked to speak with me in private and took me to the kitchen. She handed me an envelope and told me that her daughter's old room was not soundproof and we needed to keep it down. In the envelope, condoms. But to add insult to the injury, they're extra small. Awkward. Right now, I'd be out there shopping. Some of you call it tricking off. The money never meant nothing. To see you smile, you know that I'd blow it all. We used to get our lights from Walmart and hang 'em up for the whole world to see. Yeah, reminiscing on your milk and cookies. I'm missing you and me. It's going to be lonely Christmas. A lonely, broken-hearted Christmas. No mistletoes, no giving kisses. It's going to be a lonely Christmas. Yeah, yeah. Stressing about impressing all your family, 'cause everybody knows I've been working hard. Your mama begging me to bring over some food. Remember her spilling gravy in my car. It was almost like every holiday could never ever outdo the last. And even though it ain't snowing in the desert, girl, still the coldest winter I've ever had. It's going to be lonely Christmas, a lonely, broken-hearted Christmas. I feel the heart of a resentment. It's going to be a lonely Christmas. Yeah, yeah. No candles lit for Hanukkah. Oh, I might as well be a Jehovah's Witness. Now I know the meaning of a silent night on my own. It's going to be lonely Christmas, a lonely, broken-hearted Christmas. Don't give a crap about a wish list. It's going to be a lonely Christmas, yeah. And I'm like, whoa, ho, 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 whoa. Talking about ooh, 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 yeah. Whoa, ho, 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 whoa. Talk about ooh, 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 ooh. A lonely night, a lonely Christmas, yeah. Hey, yeah, it's going to be a lonely Christmas. Oh, no, no, no. Whoa, ho, no, no, no. The background singers have struck again. Christmas stress is here. Bouncing checks won't clear. Overspending without end, a frenzied time of year. Tearing out my hair. Not much left up there. Bank accounts are shrinking down. There's nothing left to spare. Cell phones everywhere. Yuppies yakking there. No, it's not the color that I thought would match the chair. Stressmas Christ, it's here. Chug another beer. Charge it all and sign installment plans for years and years. Christmas stress is here. Crappy gifts I fear. Stockings filled with Christmas bills and fruitcake from Aunt Claire. Ties I'll never wear. Books by Tony Blair. Volume 3 of Bush's Gaffs and see-through underwear. Turning off my brain. Eggnog numbs the pain. I'll be buying lots of stuff that they'll return again. When will this stress end? Doesn't feel too zen. Maybe I should give my wife a gag gift of Depends. It's tough to sing something to the tune of Jingle Bells when there's no chorus. Just 4 verses. And now, some movie recommendations that I found online. Perhaps you're a movie connoisseur and you're looking for some family movie recommendations. Well, not to fear, I have your back. I have your back, folks. Perhaps you might find these online for your viewing pleasure. Perhaps you might find a download Nudolph the Well-Hung Reindeer. Oh. Well, how about Santa Claus is Coming to Town? That doesn't sound so bad. How about A Christmas Cuckold? Uh-oh. Well, the next one is How the Queef Stole Christmas. Oh. Well, how about The Butt Cracker? I don't think those are sugar plums. I don't think so. Next one is, yes, Virginia, those are Santa's drawers. I think this list is suspect. We're going to plow ahead with Frosty the Home Man. Well, if you get through that, you can then find Dick the Halls. Y'all. Then how about Miracle Does 34th Street? Well, then how about Babes in Toyland? Well, that's not so bad. After that, you might try Noodolph's Shiny New Rear. That seems to be a sequel. I wonder if it's as good as the original. After that, there's 12 Men for Christmas. Maybe that's a courtroom drama. After that, there's The Year Without Panty Drawers. After that, there's Noodolph and Frosty's Dick Mass in Your Eye. Seems that was a trilogy. Then there's Here's Your Christmas Bonus. Wonder what it is. Then there's I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas on My Face. And then finally, the Charles Dickens classic, Ghost of Christmas Ass. December 2004, a naked man broke into my house, and the officer responding had a canine officer with him. The dog bit the guy's testicle off and lacerated his penis. There was blood everywhere. It was on the news. The man won $1 million settlement with the city afterwards. Christmas was kind of gross. Okay. As gross as the ghost of Christmas ass. I went drinking with some buddies on the 23rd and then went to midnight mass on the 24th. Things were going swimmingly, but then it hit me. I got the bubble guts 10 minutes in. My gut forced me to let out a silent fart. This SBD had the power to melt candles. But luckily I got away with it, since it was crowded and a baby was near. Then my gut wanted to make an encore, so I made a butt-clenching walk to the church bathrooms, which happened to only be one male and one female unit. The men's unit was occupied, so I ran to the women's and just about kicked the door open. Then it happened. When I looked back to see the damage, there was no toilet paper. So I tore my skivvies off and wiped my ass with those. I waited outside by my parents' car in the freezing cold with no jacket for another hour or so until the mass ended, since my pants had poo splatter on them. My parents laughed their asses off the entire way home. Give me just a moment. Sorry about that. It was so terribly cold. Snow was falling, and it was almost dark. Evening came on, the last evening of the year. In the cold and gloom, a poor little girl, bareheaded and barefoot, was walking through the streets. Of course, when she had left her house, she'd had slippers on, but what good had they been? They were very big slippers, way too big for her, for they belonged to her mother. The little girl had lost them running across the road, where two carriages had rattled by terribly fast. One slipper she'd not been able to find again, and a boy had run off with the other, saying he could use it very well as a cradle some day when he had children of his own. And so the little girl walked on her naked feet, which were quite red and blue with the cold. In an old apron she carried several packages of matches, and she held a box of them in her hand. No one had bought any from her all day long, and no one had given her a cent. Shivering with cold and hunger, she crept along, a picture of misery. Poor little girl! The snowflakes fell on her long fair hair, which hung in pretty curls over her neck. In all the windows lights were shining, and there was a wonderful smell of roast goose, for it was New Year's Eve. Yes, she thought of that. In a corner formed by two houses, one of which projected farther out into the street than the other, she sat down and drew up her little feet under her. She was getting colder and colder, but did not dare to go home, for she had sold no matches, nor earned a single cent, and her father would surely beat her. Besides, it was cold at home, for they had nothing over them but a roof, through which the wind whistled, even though the biggest cracks had been stuffed with straw and rags. Her hands were almost dead with cold. Oh, how much one little match might warm her! If she could only take one from the box and rub it against the wall and warm her hands. She drew one out. Wretch! How it sputtered and burned! It made a warm, bright flame, like a little candle, as she held her hands over it, but it gave a strange light. It really seemed to the little girl as if she were sitting, before a great iron stove with shining brass knobs and a brass cover. How wonderfully the fire burned! How comfortable it was! The youngster stretched her feet out to warm them too. Then the little flame went out. The stove vanished, and she had only the remains of the burnt match in her hand. She struck another match against the wall. It burned brightly, and when the light fell upon the wall, it became transparent like a thin veil, and she could see through it into a room. On the table, a snow-white cloth was spread, and on it stood a shining dinner service. The roast goose steamed gloriously, stuffed with apples and prunes. And what was still better, the goose jumped down from the dish and waddled along the floor with a knife and fork in its breast, right over to the little girl. Then the match went out, and she could see only the thick, cold wall. She lit another match. Then she was sitting under the most beautiful Christmas tree. It was much larger and much more beautiful than the one she had seen last Christmas through the glass door at the rich merchant's home. Thousands of candles burned on the green branches, and colored pictures like those in the print shops looked down at her. The little girl reached both her hands toward them. Then the match went out, but the Christmas lights mounted higher. She saw them now as bright stars in the sky. One of them fell down, forming a long line of fire. Now someone is dying, thought the little girl, for her old grandmother, the only person who had loved her and who was now dead, had told her that when a star fell down, a soul went up to God. She rubbed another match against the wall. It became bright again, and in the glow, the old grandmother stood clear and shining, kind and lovely. "Grandmother!" cried the child. "Oh, take me with you. I know you will disappear when the match is burned out. You will vanish like the warm stove, the wonderful roast goose, and the beautiful big Christmas tree." And she quickly struck the whole bundle of matches, for she wished to keep her grandmother with her. And the matches burned with such a glow that it became brighter than daylight. Grandmother had never been so grand and beautiful. She took the little girl in her arms, and both of them flew in brightness and joy above the earth, very, very high. And up there was neither cold, nor hunger, nor fear. They were with God. But in the corner, leaning against the wall, sat the little girl with red cheeks and smiling mouth, frozen to death on the last evening of the old year. The New Year's sun rose upon a little pathetic figure. The child sat there, stiff and cold, holding the matches, of which one bundle was almost burned. She wanted to warm herself, the people said. No one imagined what beautiful things she had seen, and how happily she had gone with her old grandmother into the bright New Year. And that is the Christmas edition of the heavy drama stream. Please, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell icon to be notified of my future posts, and super chats and super thanks and super stickers. That's all active. But it's the Christmas season, and I don't expect anyone to make me your priority. Spend your time with your grandmothers, your family, your friends, and the people you love. And thank you for spending your hour with me. Thank you all for watching, and love you all.